Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Vertical Slice number 25. I've been doing this 25. Yeah,
is it
24? 24.
Okay, I was gonna say we jumped.
We jumped back to the future. But I am your humble host, Austin Belzer, aka Bladed Tech, and that is your humble co-host, Heezy, aka Chris Roberto. Either way.
Oh man, every time.
Every time.
I'm better known as Heezy anyway. It's okay. No one cares about Chris Roberto.
And this is the Vertical Slice. We are somewhat professional, somewhat. I hope the microphone issues are fixed. I did actually go back because I was bored at work and listened to our podcast last week. It did sound a little echoey, and I think that's because I was against on my bed against the wall. The microphone was facing the wall and it was sitting on the bed.
Possibly.
No books or anything. So, what I'm doing this week is, since I got the coffee table that I talked about last week, and I didn't have to drill anything into it, which is kind of weird, don't you think?
To not drill into a coffee table?
Yeah.
Well, I've never personally put together a coffee table, so I don't know.
Well, it's just like lug nuts.
I mean, I've got a giant coffee table here, but it's like fucking like sophisticated as shit.
Yeah,
and we certainly didn't build this.
Yeah. Because all it is like taking an Allen wrench and wrenching it in.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just got an easy to build one. That's more power to that.
I guess. I mean, it was $100, so I figure you'd be.
I don't know how much coffee tables cost. I would assume that's on the cheap side. I don't know anything, so I couldn't tell you.
Considering my entertainment stand was $59, that's just about right. Because I paid for the coffee table and the side tables.
Okay.
So, and those were still just put the washer lock in, and then put the washer in, and then put the bolt in, and then screw it in.
Trust me, if I were on my own and not living with Megan, I would have gotten the easiest, cheapest, simplest shit to put together. If I could have walked over to a garbage bin and just been, oh, this isn't the garbage, I guess I'll just, throw some pine sol or something on it and we're good.
It's pine sol, baby.
Yeah, except for now we have like thousands of dollars worth of fucking like coffee table entertainment center. I know they're really not that much, but the way they're built, it seems like they are.
I know that if 2016 goes on the way it's gonna get, I'm gonna have to get myself a separate bookcase for all the games.
Oh man, you might as well just don't get a bookcase. Just can you build into your wall?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I guess you're gonna have to go with a bookcase.
Yeah.
I've been very, very much into wanting to put. We have fucking barren walls here on a lot of the area of the house, and I just wanted to just drill shit into the wall and just put shelves there to put everything up. But that's never gonna happen in this household.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do that because clearly we own the condo, but Megan would never allow that.
And one thing I will confirm. Since I just did my taxes last night at 6 p.m.
You're getting $700 million back.
I wish, but it is a lot. It's about $1,000 federal, $200 state.
Damn.
So I'm like, fuck yeah, because when I went through their tax estimator, what they thought I was gonna get back, they're like, yeah, you owe us money. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Did you do your own taxes or did someone else do it for you?
I did it through TurboTax.
Okay. That's how I used to do them.
And I know, I was a little bitch and paid for it. Because I wanted...
you have to pay for it.
Well, no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You can do federal free filing.
Well, not the state, though.
Yeah, you can. For me, you can.
Oh, maybe like your first time?
Yeah.
Okay, that
probably.
might be why.
Also, the reason I paid for it is because, there's some benefits in there that I thought I needed. It says, hey, do you think we messed up? Or just, talking to tax representatives and stuff like that, in case something bad happens. Mm-hmm. So, I wanted that safety net.
Yeah, they built in safeguards if you pay for it.
Yeah. And then if I paid like gangbusters, I'll be like, yeah, we're gonna give you like lots of money.
That seemed a little odd, but okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was gonna do it through H&R Block, man, but they were like, yeah, pay us all the money.
No, I used to either have it done by somebody for like $20-$30, or I did it myself.
Well, the thing is, my best friend came over. Sorry, Chris, you're not my best friend.
That's okay. I mean, we don't even live in the same hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I caught you in a lie. That's it. We don't live in the same time zone.
Yeah, the timeline. He came over, and I talked to him about taxes, like what he was doing for his. I don't know how that came up, but it just came up. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna mail it to my family tax representative." I'm like,
"Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to give it to Megan's person."
I was just like, "Yeah, you didn't get your E-stub for the year, your EW2?" Because that's how our work does it. We have this company portal where we go through and we can view our pay stubs, and they send us an electronic W2.
Yeah, like I remember some of the companies I worked for, you could either get it mailed to you or you can go to the website and just print it out. I used to always have it mailed.
You don't even have that option anymore. Well, you can like get it printed out, but they will not mail it to you.
Yeah, your company. I mean, I don't know if it's different now nationwide or if it's like a rule, but
it's not nationwide because I remember last year my sister worked at Chipotle, and she still worked at Chipotle. They mailed her W2.
Yeah.
But the reason I was talking about tax returns, I'm going to get an Xbox One with that money.
Probably should.
Because the thing is, like, even though taxes aren't due till April, I get my money before April.
Oh, you're gonna get, if you've already filed it, you're gonna get it soon.
Yeah, like through
the sooner you file, the quicker you get it. The longer you wait, if you start doing this shit in April, whew.
And
you better hope they're not fucking backed up.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you could get a Visa card, or you could get a direct deposit.
Yeah, I always used to get direct deposit.
Yeah, because I hope I got the routing and account numbers right.
I hope so too, because that's a bitch to get fixed.
Yeah, because
that happened one year with me. That's a bitch and a half to get fixed.
Because I added on the zeros, because that's what they add on whenever they talked about my account number. So we'll see if I have to remove those zeros. I know the routing number's good.
As well, yeah. I mean, I used to have Bank of America, so I don't know. It was pretty simple to know that information, but I don't know how it is over there.
Mine's a credit union, so
yeah, I don't know how that works.
Gotta pay that rent. And not die in the process. Because, yeah. So, what are we playing? That's the driest segue I've ever heard.
Wow, that is dry.
And dry. It's palpable. So, first, I've been playing Life is Strange. I even tried to platinum it. I failed. I got, let's see. I had 84% of the trophies. So
you let us all down, just so you know.
I mean, I know, I saw your tweet. You're like, you've disappointed us muchly.
That's right.
And I'm like, dude, I was gonna do an all-night stream till like 2 p.m. And I was like, I got to like...
An all-night stream till 2 p.m.?
Yeah, 2 p.m. in the next morning.
2 a.m.?
2 p.m. Like 2 p.m. afternoon.
So wait, what time would you have started?
7 a.m. 7 p.m. the previous night.
Okay, so you were to go 7 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I could tell the stream wasn't going as well as I had hoped. I was just sitting here and just like, let's drink some Coke.
Oh, so you're falling asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like not into it at that point, and I think people could tell. Because, when you've already played something, you can't really react to it,
Right.
So there's that element just cut out.
And that is another reason why I didn't watch, because I am only on episode 2, and I don't want this game spoiled for me.
You should just, play it, man.
I want to, but at the same time, I'm just so tired of people telling me how incredible it is that it's kind of annoying me. Because so far, I see zero of that credibility.
I will say if you marathon it, it is much better.
Well, the people that are saying how incredible it was didn't marathon it.
Well, yeah. This is my first time marathoning it, 1 to 5. It's much better in that regard. Because when you only have, 3 hours of story to do, you are much more cynical about reviewing that. Because you're like, oh, this pancake thing, and it's terrible, it's not in place. But you realize why that scene happens later.
Yeah, I don't know if my sensibilities are like that. I can definitely separate that kind of stuff.
Well, for me, who reviews a lot of episodic stuff.
Right. I just mean, for me, I've been doing this way too long, video game wise. I'm 30 plus years old. I've been playing since the mid 80s. Mm-hmm. So, I've got a pretty good grasp on how I handle things, and nothing really throws me for a loop anymore. I don't go into anything and just I don't know. I don't go into anything and then get surprised at how I feel. I can pretty much pick things out pretty easily. I don't know. Yeah. I like the game, but I don't. It's just.
And that is perfectly fine. It is not everyone's figuratively cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, I don't see how everyone's calling this game how incredible it is. People are making this their game of the year, and, I get it. I'm only an episode and a half into it. But from what I'm told by a lot of people, the way everyone interacts with each other remains. That doesn't change. So I'm guessing there's some kind of story element that plays later that's kind of socially motivated, and that's right, and that's where everyone's head is lately. So that's not going to do it for me if that's the case. But I will eventually finish it. Every time I look at it, I have it on my pins on my Xbox, so I can, hey, you've got this time, do it. But then something else comes up, and I just don't do it. I'm going to try and do it by the end of next month.
On that, because I played it on PS4 and Xbox One. I finished it on Xbox One. I haven't finished it on PS4 yet. Looking for that platinum. I literally just need to take 3 photos, and I missed them.
Yeah, that's I don't necessarily dislike, but I also don't like. I'm kind of half and half on how they do the achievements in that game, because everything is either just beat the episode or take 10 photos each episode.
9 out of the 10 trophies for each episode are get the photos.
Aren't there 10 photos each?
Yeah, I'm sorry. 11 out of the 12.
Okay.
Trophies. 11 out of the 12 are just getting the optional photos. And then finishing the episode.
Some of them are a bitch to find, too.
Yeah, because 8 and 9 for episode 5 are holy cow.
Thankfully, you can go back.
Yeah, you can go to collectible mode.
Yeah, thankfully, because I would hate to have to replay to get them.
Which I'm going to use it now that I'm streaming, because...
you should. I mean, if it's a platinum stream, that's exactly what you should do.
I mean, now that I'm not streaming. Because
I see what you're saying.
Because now I don't have to show people what the story is.
So you've beaten the game, you just haven't platinum.
Yeah, I've beaten the game on Xbox One.
But not on PS4.
Not on PS4.
Okay.
So I'm going to platinum it on PS4 this week. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If, well, actually we don't have any reviews coming up. But, well, we do, but,
well.
Yeah, but Life is Strange, great game. If it's not your cup of tea, I completely understand. And then I played the Tomorrow Children's beta, and as I said, as a subtitle on my Twitch stream, most underrated game, PS4 exclusive. of 2016.
I cannot confirm or deny that. I don't know much about this game at all.
Well, that's the thing I made a point to talk about when I was talking on the stream about it. Because we know absolutely nothing about this game until I played it. I don't get into that information.
Yeah, I didn't even think this game was out yet.
It's not.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where I think I don't know if I mentioned this in our PSX predictions, or did we do PSX predictions?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Well, if we did, I remember mentioning that The Tomorrow Children is one game where they could have just dropped that at the show, and I would have been like, oh, okay, this is out now, I accept this. I mean, I know they dropped Bastion, The Bit Trip, and all the PS2 classics on PS4.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. VII. 7.
Yes, bye. Or
Bye.
V, depending on how you...
VS come to.
Yeah, depending on what part of the world you are.
VS come to.
I don't know what that means. So Star
Metal
Wars
Gear
reference.
Solid.
So Star Wars reference.
Metal Gear Solid V.
I was being facetious.
Now, Metal Gear Solid 5, people. I hate when people call it 5, because I know why they put it V in there. Just saying.
Why did they put a V in there?
It's a story spoiler.
Oh.
But the Tomorrow Children, the moment-to-moment thing, it's not very interesting to me. Because it's like Minecraft.
Really?
You gather materials.
Okay, so this is definitely a game I'm not interested in.
Yeah, like, I know, Chris Matrone, if you're listening to this, you fucking love the game. You're like, the lighting's so beautiful, the claymation animation's cool, the art style's cool, everything about it's cool. But man, you're also up a lot of games' asses. So, I don't trust your opinion for jack shit.
I don't even know who that is, but I don't trust his opinion either.
He's a kind of funny best friend.
Oh, gotcha.
But when it comes to games, he is so fucking blind. Sorry,
Chris. Is he the one who was like jerking off over Metal Gear?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was the one who left for. I think he left for 4 months after Metal Gear came out, maybe even 6, because he only came back in November. So I was like, damn, dude. He, 100% of that game. He platinumed it.
Oh, good for him.
And I'm like, dude, can you stop being obsessed about this one game? And he's like, no, it's just how I roll. I buy one game a year, and...
Really?
I can't remember if that's what he said, so I won't quote him and stuff, but he just gets so far up these games. I'm not going to diss on him. I feel like I'm dissing on him, and
I don't know. He sounds like he's a friend of yours. I would assume you're allowed to do that with friends.
He's already mad at me.
Oh, well then, yeah, you might want to step off on that.
Because, when he was like, I told him, I don't care if Metal Gear Solid 5, or Metal Gear Solid V, the Phantom Pain, ever comes out. I just want to hear Kojima's story. He's like, no. The Phantom Pain has to come out. It has to come out. I care about Kojima's story, but it needs to come out. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand the wait.
Yeah, I don't think Metal Gear was never going to not come out.
Well, no,
Konami was never not going to allow that to come out.
Like, it was the thing of, if I had a choice of Metal Gear Solid V, the Phantom Pain coming out, or hearing Kojima's story, I would have rather heard Kojima's story.
Oh, I would have too, because I don't give a shit about Metal Gear, but like that.
And he can understand. His brain can wrap around that. The fact that I would rather have a story than play a game that is about an 8 for me. The game's great, but I would rather hear the most interesting news stories that I've ever read are Vince Zampella and Jason West from Infinity Ward, Koji Igarashi leaving Konami, Like, stuff like that, where it's just like, oh, why did they leave? Why did they leave, you know?
Igarashi was Konami?
Igarashi was Castlevania.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Dead Alive guy.
Inafune-san. I don't know why it keeps popping up your Facebook message. I think it wants me to read it. The original one? I haven't sent you anything. Yeah, Skype is being a bitch.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's because now Facebook's got Chrome notifications, so every time I get anything on Facebook, it's like, hey, do you want to read this notification that you got? No, fuck off.
No, leave me alone.
But anyways, I don't mean to bag on Chris so much, but
yes, you
tomorrow. Okay, I do. I really do, because the point of getting so far up a game's ass is just very not cool to me. If you like the game, cool, but don't make it a point to convert other people to like that game.
Yeah.
If they like the game, they like the game. If they don't, they don't. Just leave it alone. Let the game speak for itself. That's my thing. But the beta was to test out, server status, which I didn't even know this was an online game. And I don't think it should either.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the only thing I knew about this game was the name and that it was anticipated. I thought it was going to be kind of like maybe this is my ignorance here, because I don't really, this, again, wasn't my thing, but
it was
I thought this was kind of be like a Limbo type game.
Yeah, me too, because the villain's like this Soviet Russian kind of thing, but then they're like, this is the Void, and you're a hologram, and I'm like, man, you could have gone so deep with this story, but it's really not. This dude from Soviet Russia is pretty cool, but, that's it.
Yeah, but don't you know, Austin, in Soviet Russia, you are a villain?
Yeah. Turns out you get to the end of the Void, and you're just like, hey, what's up? And he's like, how are you talking to me right now? You're talking to yourself, Mr. Robot. Ooh, I just spelled Mr. Robot.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
I probably was never going to watch it.
Yeah, probably our audience would never watch it, just me.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people watch it. It was a pretty big hit.
I think it got a Golden Globe. I think for best TV show.
Interesting.
I also played some of that there Dive Kick. I did do the local play, the 2 people on 1 Vita. It works pretty well.
Interesting.
So it's you can't choose what buttons you use. So actually, it's left and up on the D-pad, and then down and right on the D-pad, and cross circle on the other side.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it works. Let's talk about that there Resident Evil 0. Oh, actually, before we go, Life is Strange. I bought the limited edition. I'll put some. I'll just remind me to embed some photos.
Embed some photos. I reminded you. Good. Okay.
Okay. Well, after the podcast.
I thought we were going to check
it's converted. But first, you get this cool little art book. I don't know if it's coming through Skype.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because I wasn't looking. It says memories. It's got all the concept art here.
I'm a fan of art.
From the game. And then it's got soundtrack. Let me go get that soundtrack real quick. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Resident Evil. I'm like, damn it.
No. I was trying to do. I started off into doing something stupid, and then I turned it into a Street Fighter song.
But this is the soundtrack art.
Oh my god! It looks like you drew that.
Well, I actually took a point on stream where in episode 4, I think, you do something, and you're in Chloe's room, and she has this disc, this thing. The spine is white, so I'll just excuse that. And this says Pirate Power instead of soundtrack.
I'm boycotting this soundtrack until it gets more color in it.
Okay, well. And then, like...
Hopefully someone will understand that reference.
I told people, I don't understand if this was purposeful or not, but do you remember the casing for this? How it looks, right? This is the normal case you would get if you went to Walmart right now and bought a jewel case.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives off the vibe that this was a homemade CD.
Right.
So that's kind of very cool. And then, if you didn't know, the director's commentary is coming soon for that, this week.
That wasn't included in the disc?
It's included in disc and digital. So anyone who owns Life is Strange, physical or digitally, they get that commentary.
Oh, so if you didn't buy the physical, you're getting that through a download this week.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Either way, you're downloading it.
Oh, so it's not even out yet for physical people.
I think it's out tomorrow. Or
I thought that should have come with the disc, because what if you don't have internet access? Bastards.
You're fucked.
Motherfuckers.
But yeah, this is one of the cooler limited editions that I've received. This is probably the only limited edition I'm going to buy this year. Thought about buying Lego Marvel Avengers. Didn't do that because I was like, am I really going to review that game? No. Am I really...
Well,
yeah.
I obviously I can't review it. I'm not getting it, unfortunately.
Yeah. But speaking of reviews, let's get to that Resident Evil 0.
Well, it's not reviewed yet, but I'm playing that currently to do a review at some point this week. It should be up, barring any type of, catastrophe on my end, whether I die or I lose an arm or something.
Yeah, or something.
I mean, anything can certainly happen. If the Patriots lose today, I might kill myself, so...
Please don't do that.
I mean, we're certainly in that territory for me. I don't know if you know that about me, but that's where I'm at, world. Did you just like take a hit off of something?
No.
What did you just do? Oh, you lit a candle.
Yeah, I lit a candle.
That's what I thought you did, but like it looked like you put it up to your mouth.
Yeah, I put this up to my mouth.
Yeah.
And blew.
Oh, well, shouldn't you just like let go of the trigger?
Yeah, I did, but it was smoking.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Because I did.
That threw me off.
I'm doing it on the really long flame.
Yeah.
Because normally it's like this.
The short flame is annoying. I hate the short flame. I never use the short flame.
Like you can wig it out, but if you do the long flame,
it actually works.
You can get the candle.
Yes.
So you can get right in there. Just go in nice and slow. Just
crack usage aside here. Resident Evil 0 review should hopefully come up sometime this week. Again, barring any suicide by me after today's festivities. Also, the Royal Rumble is tonight, so depending on who wins the championship, that might also put me over the edge. If Roman Reigns wins, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
You'll lose it.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Anyway, so I also played last week Gemini Heroes Reborn. That review is on the site, so you should definitely go check that out.
And we did get that from the dude who handles Harmonix's PR. Mm-hmm. I was originally going to review it, but I was like, I don't give a shit about Heroes.
And I'm glad I did review it.
Yeah, because you would have been like, I would have been like, what the fuck is this shit? And you're like, hey, this is good. What a good time to suddenly develop powers, and it's got the Unreal Engine 4 bloom and stuff. Mm-hmm. But go read the review.
Yeah, you should definitely go check out the review. I explain a lot more in detail.
Yeah, than just stuff.
About it. But yeah, you should go check out the review, see what I said about it. It's on Xbox One and Steam right now. It was supposed to be out for PS4, but it's not.
They told me PS4 is next week.
Okay, because the thing they sent us said it was coming out the same day as the Xbox and PS and the Steam version, but I guess not. So yeah, the PS4 should be coming out soon at some point. And then I want to say something about that. Since I was playing it, obviously, before the game actually came out, the achievements on Steam weren't working properly.
Okay.
So one of my achievements on there, like, it's to collect collectibles, and I know for a fact I got that achievement, or at least enough to where it should be a lot more than it's showing for me. So that was a little annoying. But anyway, that's what happens when you play a game before it's a release. The trophies and achievements sometimes don't work. But so that's that. And then I was bounced off of that. I decided to stick with Steam, and I was playing a little bit of Portal Stories Mel, which is the I don't know if you call it a prequel, sequel, whatever you would call it. What's up?
So, to fill you in, the official line is Gemini Heroes Reborn will be available via download for $14.99 on January 12th for Xbox One and Steam, and January 19th for other consoles.
Well, it came out the 19th for Xbox and Steam.
Okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Then.
Well, the thing he sent us that I looked at, it said PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam all on January 19th. And we were embargoed until January 19th, because that's when
our first embargo. Because with Amplitude, or with Just Cause 3, they're like, yeah, just put it up right whenever you want. Right? So there's zero pressure to review Just Cause 3. Zero. Other than, hey, well, except for my own self-inflicted pressure. You know how
you
I
mean
do
to
that.
get it up at a certain time, not
yeah,
to
I was
review
like,
it, but to get it up at a time.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's been 3 weeks, I think I can review this game. And then Amplitude, that was the thing where I emailed the Harmonix PR associate, Nick Mudry, Nick's Moz, Mudry Moz, that's it. He's big into mozzarella sticks. I'm gonna buy him some mozzarella sticks whenever his birthday is, because I'm a good asset.
Okay.
Good suck up. We follow each other. Anyways, he was like, I emailed him and I was like, hey, I see all these Kickstarter backers are getting their codes. Could we possibly get our review code? And they're like, oh yeah. Here you go.
Sweet.
And I was like, no embargo? No nothing? We can't stream it? He's like, no, since it's out to backers, I mean, you can just stream it, do whatever. So I streamed it that second week. Sweet. And then reviewed it that day. And then with That Dragon Cancer, they're like, alright, review it when you're ready. And then with Gemini, they're like, oh, there's a...
it's not out until the 19th. Make sure you don't put it out until the 19th.
Yeah, they're like, if you do this, we will fuck you up.
Well, I was fine with that. I mean, I had no problem with that.
Yeah, like, we had a little bit of pressure, like, hey, play it in a week.
Yeah, I was cool with it. Didn't make a difference. But yeah, with the Portal, I don't know if it's a prequel, sequel, what you want to call it. It's basically a fan-made game that Valve pretty much put their stamp of approval on, and it's there. I mean, if you own Portal 2, you get it for free. It's a you play basically Aperture Science, their little test facilities, like with Cave Johnson before. So I guess you would call it a prequel, I guess. But I don't know if they really qualify it as that.
Is that the, get me pictures of Spider-Man, dude?
Yes. But except he's not in this, obviously, because this is a fan-made game.
Okay.
That Valve decided to say, oh, this was good enough to make it like an official entry. Because, sometimes Valve is pretty good with that kind of stuff. I don't know if there'll be anything else. Not too far into this game, but it's literally Portal. So if you love Portal 2... I mean, and you own Portal 2 on Steam, you should certainly look into this, because it's more Portal. The voice actor for Cave Johnson, obviously, like I said, isn't the famous actor, but
you could probably get a sound alike.
They did get a sound alike. He doesn't sound very much like him, but he tries to. So I mean, for somebody, I'm assuming, who didn't make much money, if anything at all, to replicate a famous actor's voice, and he did all right. So yeah, I mean, that's certainly something you should look into.
What you got to do to replicate that voice is get a big fat cigar, put it in your mouth, then hold a newspaper,
Well,
like
that's if you're gonna do J. Jonah Jameson, not Cave Johnson.
It's the same voice.
It's the same guy. I wouldn't call it the same voice.
I get my J. Jonah, my what's his name?
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem if they brought back him for the new Spider-Man.
I mean, like an Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was just waiting for when Daily Bugle showed up, and they really don't show up again. Daily Bugle.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's certainly not going to show up again in that series because that series doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I know, but like in Amazing Spider-Man 2, there was like a Bugle TV thing, and then that was it.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly weren't focusing on Peter's, writing career at that point. They were very much into the mystery of his parents and all that. So, I liked Amazing Spider-Man. I like that series. I wish they didn't fuck it up. And I shouldn't say fuck it up. I didn't think they fucked it up. I wish they didn't. Sony didn't say it was fucked up and then abandon it. I had no problem with it. And I wish he was still Spider-Man, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, I do too, and I love Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I thought it was good. I don't know why people hated it. I thought it was really good, but
I don't know either. But just to spoil it, because I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out 2 fucking years ago.
Did it? Wasn't it longer than that?
And yeah.
It was 2014.
Yep,
okay.
I know. I'm looking at the Blu-ray right over there.
I was thinking of it rebooted in 2012. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it was rebooted in 2012, and then the sequel came in 2014 because people like that.
I mean, I think at this point, since the series doesn't exist anymore, you can spoil anything.
Yeah, I spoiled the Flash for somebody. I was like, Wally West is... I said, oh my god.
Are you going to spoil it for everyone now? Don't spoil it for anyone now. If you spoil it for one person, don't spoil it for everybody.
You know me. I don't care about fucking spoilers unless it's Star Wars.
Right, but reverse that to Flash. Yeah, you like that. So, reverse that to Flash. What if someone only cares about the Flash? Do you want to spoil that for somebody?
I mean,
you'd be pissed if someone spoiled Star Wars for you.
This is from a Christmas episode. This is from the Christmas episode of The Flash.
I get it, but I haven't watched The Flash.
It has been one goddamn month. If you have not watched The Flash,
I haven't watched The Flash. So you're gonna spoil it for me? Is what you're saying? Fine. I'm waiting until summer to watch it on Netflix. So you're telling me you're gonna spoil it for me now?
You know what I did with Netflix, really quick?
Canceled it?
Since you mentioned it, I canceled the streaming plan. I'm going all DVD, baby.
That's fucking backwards. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but that's backwards. That's not what they want you to do. Why would you cancel streaming and then only go disc?
Because you know my apprehension about that, right?
I don't know your apprehension about that. I mean, I think the disc is absolutely worth it because there are a lot of movies you'll never get on streaming. I don't know why people think, especially Netflix thinks that's a viable option to not have discs.
I know.
I don't mean you. I mean Netflix doesn't want you to get the discs. I don't fucking get it. Until you get everything you possibly could get, not having discs is absolutely stupid.
You know what they say on their...
I mean, if you don't care about watching movies.
You know what they say about watching things on Netflix? Or their what they call the DVD version of it?
What?
Look at this. DVD.com, a Netflix company.
They fucking changed it?
Yeah, it's not just Netflix anymore. It's DVD.com.
Because they definitely changed the website.
Yeah, it's DVD.netflix.com.
A long time ago, but I've never noticed it on the discs itself.
But
DVD.com, a Netflix company?
Yeah.
Yikes. Maybe that's Netflix pushing the DVD off to someone else and just attaching their name to it.
Yeah.
Because it is annoying to have to go over the DVD side of Netflix now. Because it's not baked in anymore. Separate. And it hasn't been for a while, but I never put 2 and 2 together.
But they do kind of interlock because it's like, oh, hey.
Well, yeah, you can get to one from the other, but it's not like it was before. Because
if you want to watch She-Rock, a really indie movie from last year, you can be like, all right, I want that on disc, but it's like, hey, are you sure you just don't want to watch this on Netflix streaming? And like you can just click play from right there.
Yeah.
Because my big thing about Netflix streaming, Netflix Instant, is that I miss the fact where I'm like, there's too many fucking movies on Netflix.
There are too many movies, but there are too many shit movies.
Well, that's why I'm not gonna wade through the shit and just watch what I want to watch.
Right.
Because right now, What I have out is Amy, which is that Amy Winehouse documentary.
Gross.
Wild Tales, which is described as threading together 6 independent narratives. This cathartic compendium provides a meditation on the bruising blows of everyday life, as all the characters are pushed beyond their thresholds of restraint in merrily pernicious ways. And then the one I've got coming on Monday is While We're Young, which is about a movie with old people and how millennials are evil.
I've got American Ultra sitting here, and I very much want to watch that at some point.
Dude, I want to watch that so bad.
I know, and it's not on streaming, so that's why I think it's ridiculous. And I'm not going to go to Redbox every time I want to watch a fucking movie.
Neither am I, because let me tell you something. I live at 9th. I'd have to go to 14th to get that.
I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing you mean streets?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 6 blocks up.
Okay. So you have to go 6 blocks to get a Redbox.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's like a 30-minute walk.
You know what you should do? You should petition to have a Redbox put in your building.
I would, but then my rent would go up.
What do you mean your rent would go up?
Because they basically said things like Google Fiber, any additional things you pay through for your rent.
But if you're getting Google Fiber into your building, how does your rent go up because of that?
Because they've got to install new cables and.
All right, I guess that. Yeah, but what if you're not using Google Fiber? Why would your rent go up?
Because it's still going through the building.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because they still got to hook it up to your cable. Even if you don't use it, they've got a cable box.
Because you're not going to live there forever.
Yeah, I mean, like, this place is nice, but I'm not gonna have 3 kids in 2025 just running around here.
You're gonna have 3 kids in 2025? God damn.
Maybe we'll see if flying cars happen.
I don't think flying cars are gonna happen by then. I'm sorry to say.
If flying cars don't happen, here's my thing.
All right, so you're gonna concede either you get a flying car by 2025 or you're gonna have 3 kids. It's one or the other for you.
Yep.
Well, then looks like you're gonna have 3 fucking kids. You better find a girlfriend because you're not getting that flying car in 2025.
Well, if a flying car doesn't happen, I'm not gonna have kids.
Oh, so if a flying car doesn't happen, you're not gonna have children.
Yeah. Flying cars first.
So you're never gonna have kids.
Yeah.
We're never gonna see flying cars in our lifetime. I'm sorry to say.
Or some
I don't think we'll ever see flying cars. If I'm being quite honest with you.
Or something very close to Fifth Element or something.
I'm telling you right now, I do not think the airline companies would be okay with flying cars. I think you need to look at it from a business perspective rather than a human perspective.
They're okay with drones.
Drones are not flying people, sir. They're delivering Amazon packages and taking pictures of naked people in their backyard. They're not...
Dude, one day a drone followed me home, and I was like, if I just
Are you sure a drone followed you home, or it wasn't just some dude with a helicopter across the street?
It was a drone. No, it wasn't while I was living here. It was when I was living at my old parents' place.
Well, either way.
Dude, I could tell it was a drone because it kept blinking. It was like, red, 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 red.
It was taking pictures of you.
Red,
you
red.
were on the NSA, watch list. And
Dude, I'm already on every watch list.
I'm not surprised. I've seen your internet browsing history.
Yeah, a lot of porn.
Boy, we went really off the rails with that.
But yeah, video games.
Yep.
But anyways, Netflix.
I support Netflix on both sides. I'm sorry. I just think you can't have one without the other if you care about watching movies. If you're one of those people that just doesn't give a shit and you think you need to get on it because, streaming's the cool new thing, okay. Cool new thing about 8 years ago, but alright, let's get on that bandwagon now.
Yeah, because I'm not even comfortable with Hulu Plus. I've put my subscription
I've never been a fan of Hulu Plus. I think they fuck you over way too much with that.
Yeah, because they're like, it's $11.99 to not watch commercials. Except for on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I'm fine with that. I can put up with that.
Yeah, no,
because
I would much rather watch the broadcast.
And you know the thing was, everyone was talking about X-Files, and they're like, yeah, it's on Fox. And I'm like, oh wait, I have an antenna. I can watch that. I completely forgot X-Files came back.
It did. I heard it didn't do well. I didn't see anything on it. Just I remember reading from someone saying, "Oh, I can't believe X-Files didn't perform well."
Yeah, like people said, it was the X-Files that you remember, but not the X-Files you want.
I guess that makes sense.
Because they're like, it catches itself on all the same mistakes it's made in the past. So, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate for people who care.
But it's on Fox, so that's the reason why.
Yeah, I mean, you can thank 24 for that.
You can thank Almost Human for that.
Well, I wouldn't thank Almost Human. Almost Human wasn't a reboot series, sequel series.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, they fuck it up.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Everything they touch, they just fuck
I just don't think Netflix, oh my god. I don't think the X-Files should have come back. I just don't... I don't think many people were clamoring for that, like they were for 24.
Yeah, and now they're talking about a third X-Files movie. I'm like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, they should have done a movie. To be honest with you, they should have. If they really wanted X-Files to come back for whatever god-awful reason, they should have done a movie. And, I mean, based off of how the movie did, the second movie, I'm assuming that's why they didn't. But,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Not only that, I've been seeing people getting so pissed off that Gillian Anderson only made half of the money that David Duchovny made.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a male-female thing here. I think it's an actor versus actor thing. Yeah, which one's more in demand? I think it'd be David Duchovny, Mr. Californication himself.
Yeah, because who do you think of when you say X-Files?
I 100% agree. I don't think of Gillian Anderson when I think of X-Files. I think of Aliens, and I think of...
Mulder.
Right, Mulder.
Yeah, like, what has Gillian Anderson done?
She was the one who didn't believe.
No, I know, but like, what has she done acting wise?
Oh, well, you're right, exactly. I mean, I don't know like what you would say to make her more. I don't want to say important because I think you can't have one with the other. But I mean, I don't know what she could have done in her career to say, well, she's more popular than David Duchovny.
Yeah, because I mean, dude,
she
Californication.
You're right. No, I was using that as a funny example, but it's 100% true.
Yeah.
What did she do after X-Files that got her popularity? He went to an HBO show and showed a lot of nudity for 7 seasons.
Literally, when you look up Gillian Anderson, the thing under her name says actress, the X-Files.
Yeah, and probably David Duchovny says Californication.
And her known for is 3 titles long. Get this: The X-Files.
Yeah.
The X-Files movie.
Yep.
The Last King of Scotland, 2006.
Yep.
I don't even know what that movie is. And I don't know what the movie is, and I can still rattle off David Duchovny.
I know what the movie is, but it's if that's her qualifications, then yeah, there's a reason why she's making half the money.
IMDb, they're pretty good about doing known for. But when I look up David Duchovny, it still says actor of the X-Files, but...
Well, of course, that's what he's most famous for, but...
Yeah.
Californication's going to be on there.
His known for is The X-Files, 1993 TV series. Californication, The X-Files movie. So... I think
we all know who wins that argument.
Yeah, Californication's way better than X-Files. It could ever be. But anyways, let's get into support good games.
Yes.
The support good games game is Nuclear Throne. Surprise, surprise! It's another PSN game.
Wow, what a surprise there.
But the description reads: Nuclear Throne is a post-apocalyptic roguelike top-down shooter. I didn't write that description, just so you know. Don't blame me. Not the final hope of humanity, post-apocalyptic, but humanity is extinct and mutants and monsters roam the world, post-apocalyptic. Fight your way through the wastelands with powerful weaponry, collecting radiation to mutate some new limbs and abilities. The platforms are, as reads, PC, Mac, Linux, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita. PlayStation 3 is on the way, as well as Xbox One.
Is that part of the sale this week or no?
No, it's not.
No, not this week. The flash sale this weekend.
Oh, Nuclear Throne?
Yeah.
Let me.
I don't remember.
Let me look.
I know Ethan Carter is, and when I saw how much it cost, I got super pissed.
$8?
Yeah, because I have $7 in my PSN.
I mean, I could give you $5.
No, I'm not taking your money.
I mean, Randall's Monday, though.
Listen, that was your own deal. I did not ask you for that game. You decided to give me that game.
I know. Also, that was when I didn't have bills. And I could just be like, oh, you get a Vita. You get a Vita.
Thanks, Oprah.
Thanks, Oprah. You're part of the solution. Just give everyone a Vita. Like, just give everyone a Vita, man. Like, even if they don't play it, just give it to them.
Nobody cares about Vita.
Okay, so I'm looking at the flash sale.
No, it's not. I just looked it up.
Okay.
But there are a lot of good games on the flash sale. Well, I mean, that's all subjective, of course, but there are some good games, I could say. Dive Kick for PS4 is $1.25.
Yep, I thought about buying it, but I'm like, I already own it on
Fibbage is
PS4 and
$1.75. If you have any ounce of any good decisions in your body, Fibbage for $1.75 should absolutely be on your list.
You know, I wish that they included the Jackbox Party Pack.
Yeah, I get it, but Fibbage by itself, it's a different game than one that comes with Jackbox.
Like,
so,
and I'm just saying personally for me.
No, I agree, but all I'm saying is get that hit. It's like the drug dealer. Here,
Yeah,
your first hit's free. Your first hit's really discounted, and you're in. I mean, I bought Fibbage full price. It's what was it, $7 when it first came out?
I bought it on
was
Xbox
absolutely
One.
worth $7, and immediately I thought, well, if this is what you're going to give me with Jackbox Party Pack, yeah, you can double.
Yeah, fuck me, I'm in.
Yeah, of course. And I think for $1.75 for Fibbage 1,
just right there.
Wow, you really do want to get fucked in the ass.
No, I didn't. You know.
Well, if you didn't, you wouldn't have done that.
I was just being silly. So the time to completion for this is 10 hours. There's no platinum or achievement guide, surprisingly, because no one has beat this goddamn game.
I'm sure someone's beaten it.
No, like platinum it? No.
I'm sure someone somewhere's platinum it.
It's. I don't think so. And if they did, they would have created a platinum guide for yours truly.
Well, I don't think someone platinuming the game means that they would have then themselves made a platinum guide. I don't 100% the game and then make a guide for it.
Let me fucking look up how many people own that trophy. Own the platinum trophy.
Yeah, you'd have to do that because I don't have this game, so it's not as simple as for me to look that up.
I'm just gonna do a PSN profile.
Well, you can't do PSN profiles because that's skewing the audience. That's only taking how many people signed up for PSN profiles. I'm sure someone on there has done it, so you could get a small look for it.
Okay. Well, like, get a sample size.
Yeah,
right?
a small sample size, sure. A hardcore sample size.
Alright, so, Platinum Club. 0. I'm gonna have to move my computer because it's at 10%. So let's do that.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
I'll plug it in. So you can talk about... Oh, it's $11.99 on Steam, Humble Store.
I could have finished that for you.
Okay, finish that.
$11.99 on Steam. You can get it on the Humble Store. You can get it through Vlambeer's Twitch. That seems a little weird. Or on PSN. It will link up to the PS4 version, but it'll also be cross-buy with PS Vita. If you're into the Vita, of course, some people are. I own a Vita, so when I say no one cares about Vita, you need to take it with that salt grain that I mean that the majority of the people in this country and clearly the world don't care about Vita. So let's stop pretending like we do. Okay, I've done that for you. I've made sure everyone knows you don't give a shit about the Vita.
I bought it on Vita.
Yeah, but you also get it on PS4, so
yeah,
you can't really say.
Let me scroll through.
Are the trophies the same for both? Do they? Is it the same? Oh, motherfuckers! I hate that shit.
Oh, and you let me show you what I goddamn have on this Vita.
Nothing. Because there are no games for Vita? Yeah, I pulled that one out.
Fuck you. So, I'll admit there's some stinkers in here.
Of course, I have a shit ton of stinkers on my Vita.
So, I have, as follows. Arkham Origins Blackgate.
I wouldn't call that a stinker.
Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified.
I would call that a stinker.
Dead Nation.
Definitely not.
Big Fest.
Don't know what that is, but it sounds like a stinker. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Yeah, it sounds like a stinker to me.
Nuclear Throne. Bastion. The Bit Trip, I'm probably gonna delete Bastion.
You probably should. You'll never play that again.
No, I'll probably play on PS4.
Oh, that's right.
So,
That's not cross-buy, is it?
Cross-buy, PS4.
Okay. Yeah, then you should play
not
it on
with
PS4.
not with PS3 because it's a different version. The Bit Trip, Super Star Wars, Freedom Wars, Lego Lord of the Rings, Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Luminous Electronic Symphony, Dust Force, Dive Kick, Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollywood, and Taco Master.
Of course.
And I haven't touched Taco Master at all.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I mean, we all know why you bought it, because you were one of the sheep that bought into that. I mean, listen, if someone bought me Taco Master, I would certainly play it, but I'm not going out and buying Taco Master.
Yeah. So, what's in the headlines?
What is in the headlines, sir?
So, you'll like this, Chris.
I did see this. I saw it when it came out, but I really need to get at you for the words you wrote here. You wrote, first footage of Saints Row undercover releases, and my god, it's wonderful. Now, I need to call to attention to that, because even the people who are showing this game off completely disagree with you. Did you watch their video?
Yeah.
They do not think it looks wonderful. They even go into detail and talk about how it's not wonderful.
Yeah, I know, but I like it.
I'm not saying you can't like it, and I get it, but...
Like, I set expectations for saying, this is a PSP game.
You set expectations in the wrong way by saying, my god, it's wonderful, in a headline.
Okay.
If you wrote an article and you can tell your story on that, but your headline is very misleading, because I saw the video on it. They're going to show more of it on the 28th on their Twitch.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting to your thing here, but...
No, this is what we're talking about. So.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, they're going to show more of it on the 28th on their Twitch, at Volition's Twitch. I forget the time. I think it's like 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, where, do your own math wherever you're at if you're going to watch it. But
so it's 5 p.m. CST.
It's 5 p.m. Central?
Central.
I thought it was 5 p.m. Eastern.
Well, if it's... damn it.
It would be 4 Eastern for you. 4 p.m. for you if it's 5 Eastern.
Oh, then I won't be able to watch it.
Well, I mean, you can go to their archive. But anyway, either way, like, they're going to show more of this game off. The video will be embedded here. You should go, or just go to their YouTube and look it up. It's like 5 minutes long. You can also get the news article on, like, GameSpot or wherever they had it. I forget where I saw it.
Yeah, I just embedded the video.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, the video is everything you need to know. The GameSpot article's not going to tell you anything they're not going to tell you.
There's, like, they just go over what they say in the video.
Right. But I think the video will be worth more watching, because the people talking about it have a lot more information than the GameSpot article would, and it's more enjoyable, to be honest.
Yeah, and you get to see the PSP...
Yeah, you get to see the actual way they found this, and they explain everything, and yeah, like this game, nobody knew existed, and there's a good reason for it. I mean, I'm curious to see more on it. I can't say I wouldn't have been one of those people that would have bought it, because I was certainly... Saints Row 2, I think, is the best Saints Row, and that's what they were going for at the time, but...
Because this wasn't the only title it was under. It was also under Saints Row the Fall.
Yeah.
Which I would have rather preferred, but...
I kind of like Undercover better, to be honest. Okay. I think the Fall sets it up for a fall in, like... When you give your game a name like that and it doesn't necessarily live up to expectations, you kind of doom yourself with that name. But Undercover sounds to me like a much better name, because I don't know. I mean, we don't know what the game was about technically, so.
Yeah, I presume it's about a
person undercover who fell into something.
Yeah, fell into a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Or fell into a fart jar. And then he just starts vomiting at the beginning of the game, and then you have to do a vomiting QTE.
Nice.
Just X, hold it in. Mortal Kombat XL is Mortal Kombat X, but with all the DLC, and it's coming March 1st.
Yep. Even the Combat Pack 2.
Yeah, and Combat Pack 2. It's got Jason Voorhees. No.
Not
it's
2,
got
the first one does.
Xenomorph.
Leatherface.
Leatherface and Predator.
No. Well, I mean, technically, yes. The XL version will have that.
Okay.
Combat Pack 2 is going to have Leatherface, an alien. Most people, for some reason, don't know that Xenomorph is the alien. It's going to have the Baraka alien. It's going to have Bo Raicho, one of my favorites.
Okay.
The farting, drunken, burping, throwing up guy. And, which I think will be toned down, because this is a more serious Mortal Kombat. And Triborg, which will be Smoke, Cyrax, and Sector into one.
Oh, nice.
That's Combat Pack 2. Combat Pack 1 was Jason Voorhees, the Predator, Tanya, and my all-time favorite, Tremor.
Yeah, we'll probably review that, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but yeah, sure.
And what we mean by this new title is that it's basically just like Mortal Kombat, or Dying Light Enhanced Edition, there we go, where they're giving you all the DLC in one physical disc and digital thing.
Assumedly.
So on your PS4, you won't see Mortal Kombat X anymore. You'll see Mortal Kombat XL.
Are you sure about that? I don't know if that's true.
Well, because when I boot up Assassin's Creed Syndicate, it says Assassin's Creed Syndicate something edition.
Well, I mean, that might do that for that, but we can't say what it's going to show until it comes out. I'm assuming Dying Light will say Enhanced Edition because they're specifically going in and doing something to the game. I don't know if Mortal Kombat's actually doing anything to the game. I know they have the new online mode.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's, going to factor into what their marketing, and overall push for this game is. Either way, if you don't know Mortal Kombat 10 already,
do it.
This is your perfect fucking opportunity. I think you should. And at this point, just wait. I mean, it's coming out
and it's on sale.
In a month. The Mortal Kombat's on sale right now?
Yeah. There's a
they have the WB sale. I forgot about that on PS4.
Yeah. Mad Max, buy it, you motherfucker.
Yeah, Mad Max was
not you. But
well, I know, not me. I'm just saying.
All the motherfuckers listening.
Yeah, he called you a fuck.
Yeah, like, dude, Mad Max is a Shadow of Mordor of this year, where it's like, oh, it's this.
Yeah, but Shadow of Mordor won a lot of Game of the Years, though. Mad Max is definitely not going to do that, or did not do that.
Yeah, but fuck GameSpot for not getting that Mad Max nomination.
I don't know. I played Mad Max, and it was okay. I wouldn't call it anywhere near Game of the Year.
Oh, right, you did.
I did. I didn't. I mean, I'm not deep into the game, but I enjoyed it. But
let me be clear.
Okay, Obama.
But Mad Max, I've played 5 hours of it. It was the most enjoyable 5 hours I've ever played.
Oh my god, I think you were way overselling this game.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know how many hours I played, but it was certainly over 5 hours.
Any goddamn thing to keep playing Mad Max.
Oh Lord, listen, Chris Matrone.
Okay, yeah, I'm being a hypocrite. Sorry, guys.
You are.
But I love that game.
I'm not denying that you love the game. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying, to say this game is better than it really is, I think you're way overselling it. But Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat X for the homies at home, I guess, because that's what WB wants it to be really called, or I shouldn't say, NetherRealm wants it to be called. Yeah, it's $30 right now on PS4 on sale.
It's gonna give it to you.
Obviously, until their store updates on this coming Tuesday, depending on when you're listening to this. But if you can get that and Combat Pack for $60, but you're assumedly going to have to pay, I would assume, $20 to $30 for the new one. Maybe you wait until March to get all DLC. Either way, Mortal Kombat 10 was the best fighting game last year, in my opinion. I mean, I only played a few.
It won Best Fighting Game multiple times.
I'm sure it did, and your mic is very low for some reason.
I don't know.
Oh, now
is that better?
I can hear you.
Okay, I was leaning back, back here.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic game, and obviously you made my Game of the Year list, so.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah,
Go play it.
I love it. I can't wait for Combat Pack 2.
And this is blank. I forgot to edit this. I'll edit it later, but let's see what went live on the Vertical Slice. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't.
Oh my god. Well, here, I'll go over what went live this week. Unless you want to do it.
Let me do it. Real quick. Once this Okay. So, what went live is the new releases for January 19th, 2016. You got, come on. Gemini Heroes Reborn review. Oh, I went too far. Dying Light Enhanced Edition goes gold, gets a spiffy new trailer. Minecraft Story Mode coming to Wii U this week. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is coming to PC very soon. And that's it. We'll have links and stuff.
Yep.
When the actual thing goes live, because I fucking forgot.
Good job, jerk.
Yeah, I'm a jerk. Jerk.
Wow.
Jerk. I did jerk it on this bed, though.
Wow.
Well, with a person.
Whoa. What's his name?
Hurt. I fucking hate you.
Well, listen, you set yourself up for that. If you would have said with a girl initially instead of a person.
Yeah. It wasn't as enjoyable for me as it was for her.
That's weird.
She, I had a condom on. We were going at it. And not really a vagina person.
Wow.
More of a chest person.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's where it actually made me finish, not the flappy stuff.
Interesting. I think we've learned more about you than we ever knew, or ever wanted to know. Today.
Yeah. Let's be honest. I tell more than anyone needs to know.
Well, I mean that's mostly how everyone works in these days.
Yeah. So I streamed Life is Strange Platinum Edition. The Platinum streamed it. I did not stream Platinum it.
Oh my god, what's going on here? Let's rephrase this. You streamed Life is Strange this past week for trying to platinum the game. You did not do that.
As of 2:10.
As of 2:10
p.m. yesterday.
Which would be the 23rd of January.
Yes. And then I streamed the Tomorrow Children beta for like 30 minutes. And like 2 people watched. Because no one wants to watch Vertical Slice live, apparently.
Well, you need to promote yourself, sir.
I promoted myself an hour, 30 minutes.
But who are you promoting
minutes.
it to? Who are you promoting it to?
On both channels.
Okay, but where else are you promoting it?
I'm Twitter, Instagram.
Okay, but that's what I'm. But you're only promoting it to your people. Where you got to go oh my god, you got to go outside of your bubble.
That's why
you got to go to places and get banned. You got to go.
I gotta go to Kind of Funny Games back.
Sure, there you go.
Yo, fuckers, watch my Life is Strange.
Go to people that don't follow us already and promote it there. Yeah. I can only do so much on my end.
For a while I was thinking about contacting Squeenix.
I know them.
And saying, hey, could you hook us up with some Life is Strange limited editions? That would be cool. And I'd never email them because I'm a dick.
What about your dick?
It's very flaccid right now.
Oh wow, so's mine.
Yeah. It's interesting.
But, depending on what happens later on this evening, after 3 p.m., it might be really, really hard. I'm just saying. And I'll tell you this. If the Patriots do lose, I don't know how much my dick is going to get hard for the Royal Rumble.
Make it just sit there and I better take care of this opportunity.
Yeah, let's not. I don't know if we can go that far.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't mean for that. I mean, in my life, I don't know how far that goes.
About 2 inches.
Well, I wouldn't even go that far.
Yeah,
physically and literally.
But I put up some videos on that there, the Bladed Deck Show. I'm fucking trying.
Listen, I need to talk to you about something here. I watched your Loot Crate thing. I did not watch your Jessica Jones thing, and here's why. First of all, I haven't finished Jessica Jones, but also I saw your tweet about it.
Yeah, what's up?
You said it was awful. I'm like 6 episodes in. I think it's incredible.
Because I prefaced it with, I didn't preface the tweet with this, so fucking my bad, I guess.
I just don't think you should have given away anything in your tweet.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if someone sees that and they're going into it, they may not want to watch your review because you just gave it away.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't know how to get clicks, man. Man.
I don't either, but I'm just saying you don't want to tell everyone in your headline what you think of something. Because this day and age, no one's going to go and listen or read or watch if you give it away in the headline. This isn't the days gone by when you gave the information and then in the article or the video or whatever, they're going to explain why. This day and age, people just look at the headline and walk away. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. So, wow, that's a weird notification from Steam. It was like, whoa. Somebody is online.
I played big picture mode the other day.
Anyway, we'll get back to that. But I prefaced it with, so I unboxed the January 2016 Loot Crate. I don't know if I'm going to do it again because...
I don't think a Loot Crate's worth it, to be honest.
Because they gave me this face hugger that I'm looking at right now. It's pretty cute. This, Space Invaders motherfucker. That's a vinyl figure. It doesn't look very good.
Nope, it does not.
What else did they give me? An X-Files t-shirt. The little ID card from the Fifth Element?
Yep.
That's in there.
Multipass.
Yep, the multipass. You can replace that with your own ID.
I'm a major fan of Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that booty, too.
I'm a big fan of her boobies. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And her acting.
Just crouch down and just thrust. Yeah.
Not much there.
Just thrust. Yep. Anyways. I also got the War of the Worlds, or there's still prints.
Again, you're giving away what people can see in your video. This is what I'm saying to you.
I'm sorry.
You can't
go watch that.
In this case, you want to bury the lead.
Okay.
For lack of a better.
But with Jessica Jones Season 1 review, I explain in the video that I say, if you've read the comics, don't watch this TV show.
I haven't read the comics.
So, that's why it's good for you.
Yes, but I've been talking to people who love the comics and love the show.
Well, they're fucking idiots.
Well, I can't say. I mean, some of them might be.
Because I have read 30 issues of Jessica Jones.
Oh, you were well-versed. Well-versed.
So, I know what the fuck Purple Man is. He ain't shit, okay?
I don't know, the show pretty much puts him into shit territory.
Let's get this. He is not jack shit in the comics.
I can't say. I don't read the comics.
They just do flashbacks of like, hey, I did this thing to Jessica Jones. He's 3 issues worth of villain. They make a fucking season 1 out of... Oh,
why is that wrong, though?
I don't give a fuck about Purple Man. I don't give a fuck.
I think he was awesome
about this.
So far.
Oh, my mom and daddy did this thing to me. Mom, I fucking love you.
He did something very horrible to her.
Yeah. He
does something very horrible to a lot of people.
Yeah. I won't spoil that, but I
don't think you can spoil anything.
I spoiled 2 things already.
I'm sure you did. I'm just saying.
Because I don't give a fuck about spoilers.
You need to. You need to start.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, you don't want to alienate people.
Okay. Yeah. But, my main thing with Jessica Jones, it's just, you can't make a fucking season out of somebody who's, in the comics 3 times.
Are you sure he's only in the comics 3 times?
He is in the Alias comic 3 times.
Alright, well, she's obviously had more than just the Alias comics.
As a just person that exists in the present. Now, in the flashbacks, he exists, for 6 issues.
Well, alright, so you're already misrepresenting.
So, okay, fuck you.
I'm just saying you're misrepresenting at this point.
I just don't think he's that big of a villain, because the actual
Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you want someone who's not that big of a villain to be around for the first season in a bigger role, because then you can actually do something that matters? Isn't the biggest complaint about superhero movies that they take the biggest villain and then they crush them in the first whatever and they're never heard from again? Isn't that the biggest issue that people have?
Like Loki.
Exactly. So, wouldn't you want a smaller villain, according to you? I don't know for sure. According to you, the smaller villain to be a big focus on how it shapes her character going forward, so that way when she does face her biggest villain in season whatever, that it actually means something?
But it doesn't mean anything when you're just like, oh, he did this horrible shit.
I don't know, man. I'm 6 episodes in, like I said, and it seems to mean a fucking big deal.
And that's fine for you, but for... Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just...
I'm not saying you can't disagree with or not enjoy what they're giving you, but to say it doesn't matter in, the grand scheme of things, I find fault with that, because it clearly matters a lot. And to a lot of people.
I just don't think Jessica Jones, Marvel's version, the MCU Jessica Jones, is jack shit. I don't think it's jack shit. Kristen Ritter's a horrible actress in this.
I don't think she's a horrible actress. I just don't think she should have been
Jessica Jones.
Right. I'm starting.
She's not Jessica Jones.
No, I don't. I don't think she should have been cast. But I am. I don't want to say falling in love with her, but I am absolutely accepting her as her.
I accept her.
But I mean watching the show as it's progressing, I'm more and more okay with it as each episode goes on.
Well, and my counter argument is that I've read a lot of Daredevil, right? So when Daredevil came out on Netflix, I was like, I really hope I like this based on the comics. And I loved it because it amplified what I already knew from the comics. Like, we have a rich history of how he came to be, right? And it followed that to a T.
Well, I don't think it followed to a T. There weren't very many religious aspects to it.
Yeah, there were.
No, there were not. There will be in season 2, though.
I guess, but, okay.
I think there was a lot less religious aspects to it than the comics.
There was less, but there was less from the comics because of, separation of things and things. Because Netflix is the motherfucker who will have a president spin on Jesus, so, just saying.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
House of Cards.
I don't watch House of Cards, so I can't say.
I don't watch it. I just watched that episode because everyone was talking about, oh, we fucking spit on Jesus.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's a TV show. It doesn't matter. This is his character. But my thing with Daredevil is I love that because the comics were really cool and the TV show very much followed it. I don't know if I can call it a TV show, but show.
It is a TV show.
And Jessica Jones, maybe it's because her origin is not so clearly defined.
In the show or in general?
Both.
Well, so there you go. You're giving it more leeway already.
Yeah, it's just... I'm so fucking sick of these Marvel Netflix superhero stuff.
I don't know how you can say that. They've only had 2.
Well, yeah, okay, I understand, but everything's related to their parents. Oh, I love you. Oh, that's nice. Fuck you.
I don't get it. So I'm only 6 episodes into Jessica Jones. What does her parents have to do with this? Thanks for spoiling it for me.
Okay, whatever. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm salty this week.
This week?
I'm salty every week.
Yeah.
Because people piss me off.
Hey, people piss me off too, but...
So, what games can we spend our money on this week? We got that there Battlefield Hardline Getaway, which is on PS4, PS3, PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360 as a multiplayer DLC, and you only can get this if you own Battlefield Hardline Premium, which is stupid because I have the Deluxe Edition, so fuck you. The Deluxe Edition is supposed to have everything the Season Pass has, so, well, fuck you. It was because I went
if this wasn't part of the Season Pass, then I can understand that.
It's part of the season pass.
Well, then you should be all right.
Because of it's not available for purchase because you don't want Battlefield Premium. I'm like,
well, if it's
what?
not out yet, I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, maybe it will, but yeah, whatever. Lego Marvel's Avengers, PS4,
Yeah.
PS3, PS Vita, PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, digital and retail title.
If TT Games is listening out there, if you want to send me a PS4 copy, I'll be very happy with that. Just saying, guys. I'm a very big fan of your games if you pay attention to me, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, very, very big fan of that Lego Jurassic World.
I enjoyed it. I just thought it was one of their worst ones recently.
You know, I've got two of the most fuck you games in the world coming to me right through GameFly today. The Lego Movie video game.
I've 100% that, yes. I know about that.
And Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Don't you already own that?
No. I owned it on 360.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you had an Xbox One.
No.
Oh, it was games with gold, and that's right, you didn't have gold.
Yeah. So, like, I technically don't own it, but if I were to register back to the Xbox One, I could own it. Because my stepdad, too, has the game with the gold. And he doesn't even, like, redeem his games with gold.
I don't understand how... I have friends who don't do that. It annoys the shit out of me.
Like,
even if you're not going to play the game, you should still at least initiate.
Yeah,
you
because
never know down the line. There's been plenty of times that I never intended to ever play a game, and one day I just went, fuck it, I'm going to play it. And then I loved it.
Yeah, so, like, he has this huge list of games that I've redeemed every month for him that he doesn't even play.
Well, I think you need to game share.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. Because I want to play Project Cars again.
Castle Crashers.
Or Castle Crashers, but I don't have Xbox One right now. I've got to wait a few weeks.
Well, eventually.
And I'll probably buy a PC.
PC 2?
PC.
As well.
A Steam machine.
Oh, Lord.
Or build my own. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll probably just get Micro Center to be like, hey, can you build me a PC? Is that something you could do?
What is Saturday Morning RPG? That sounds familiar to me.
Oh, yeah. Saturday Morning RPG. Let's take a look at that while I hit my microphone.
That sounds very familiar.
That is... Drumroll, please. Alright, it is a role-playing video game developed by computer game developer... Okay, that doesn't give me a fuck all.
Was this on
Steam?
iOS?
I don't know. So Saturday Morning RPG is an episodic JRPG set in a world heavily inspired by 1980s Saturday morning cartoons and pop culture. It came out in 2014 for Steam. Now it's coming to PS4 and PS Vita.
I need to look this up because I feel like I've had this on my iPod many years ago.
It did come out on iOS.
Oh Lord! Oh no, that's not good. Now I'm starting to realize that this might not be the game I'm thinking of. In terms of, it's a good game. That's what I should preface.
Let me send this to you. One of the screenshots. They're screenshots.
Yep, I had this on my iPod.
There you go.
I have it here.
There you go.
I don't have the deluxe version though. I just have the regular one. I don't know what the deluxe version.
Take a look at your Skype right now.
Well, I can pull it up.
Oh, okay. I pulled up a screenshot for you.
That screenshot's about as big as a pin on my screen. So it did not help me at all. I can look it up. I can. It's not a big deal. I have a computer here.
Okay.
I can look it up. I'm just saying, I did have this on my iPod many years ago. It's not telling me when I downloaded it, but many, and it was not fun. So hopefully, since there is a deluxe edition on the iOS for $6, that also offers in-app purchases, fucking ridiculous. Hopefully, this is the deluxe edition, and it's much better.
I'm guessing it is, since it's coming to PS4 and Vita.
Yeah. How much is this going to cost?
Let me look at that.
Do we know yet?
No, the drop is not out yet. You're fucking up, Ryan Clements.
I don't know if he's fucking up.
No, he's fucking up. He...
When is that supposed to come out? When is it? Oh,
It's coming out this Tuesday.
No. I mean, when is his
the drop? It's supposed to be fucking out right now.
Okay. Well,
it's supposed to go live at 10 a.m.
It's $6.99 on Steam.
Okay, so that'll be what it costs.
Probably around that.
Probably $9.99.
Price. So I mean, looking at it on these screenshots on Steam, I mean, this does kind of look like what I played. I did not think it was fun. But again, there is a deluxe edition on iOS, so maybe that's certainly what I would assume is coming out, and what is currently already on Steam. Maybe they've already done a better job, because I'm looking at reviews here on Steam. Root Gamer gave it a 9 out of 10. Hardcore Gamer gave it an 8. 9 out of 10 from ZTGD. Don't know what that is, but I remember there were a lot of cartoon references and things of that nature.
Because Saturday
I just don't remember
RPG
liking it. But again, that might have also just been because it was the early edition, not the deluxe. Also may have just been because it was on my iPod, and iPod is not good for gaming.
iPod, yeah.
This was many years ago, so.
And then we have The Witness on PS4.
Finally coming out.
Finally coming out after 7 years.
$40.
Peeing in a cup.
$40 fucking dollars, everybody.
You know what? Alright.
I don't know. What?
Well, let me make something absolutely fucking clear.
Okay, make it clear for me. I need some.
This game is worth $40.
Dude, can you say that? Have you played it?
Game is 80 hours.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, they have been quoted saying 80 hours.
Right, so quoted by 80 hours means it's probably 30.
No, because even the dev time, that's 70. And even if it is 30, that's around the price range you would expect from, Resident Evil. That any game...
I wouldn't go Resident Evil for 30 hours.
Okay, Watch Dogs. Okay, well, what's a smaller title? That's a...
Don't start going with smaller titles here. If you're going to charge $40, don't say smaller. By the way, I don't know much about this game. I don't know how it's worth $40. If it is, then great.
It is 80 hours, and there are over 700 puzzles in this game. Over 700.
Then hopefully these puzzles are good.
If... I would have much more of a problem with it if it was $40 and it only lasts 3 hours. Or even 10 hours. Or even 20 hours. If it lasted less than 20 hours, I would have been alright, pump the brakes a little bit. But it lasts at least 20 hours. So, I'm fine with paying... I paid $40 for the limited edition of Life is Strange. And that took
But you knew what you were getting out of that.
Okay, well, I paid $20 for Resident Evil Origins Collection.
You paid $20 for that?
Yeah.
It's $40.
Or $40, something like that.
Oh, I can see that being worth $40 because I know exactly what I'm getting out of that.
I didn't, so I was like...
Right, but the game, but you can know what you're getting out of that. The Witness hasn't ever come out yet. With Life is Strange, you've already played it, you know what you're getting. With Resident Evil, those games came out almost 15 years ago. You can know what you're getting. With The Witness, you don't know what you're getting. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that. You can't compare them because you know what you're getting with the other game. You don't know what you're getting with The Witness. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, well, but... Yeah. I just think people are blowing this way out of proportion. Oh, it's $40. I think this game should be at $20. I'm like, no. How about you fucking look at the game and decide for yourself, not based on arbitrary price point. All right.
You can't really say it for a game that's not out yet. If some people have played the game and they think it's worth $20,
okay, if they say it's worth $20 and they've played it, I don't know how. I really don't know how. But that's just But
you've never played it yet, so you don't know either.
Okay, that's just my headspace, okay?
That's fine. I'm just saying we can't say yet. If someone thinks it's worth 20, then it's worth 20.
But the thing is, people are complaining that games are $60. And I'm like, why are you complaining that this game's $60? Now I could get you complaining about something like NBA Live 14 being $60. I think sports games should be like $30. But also they spend a lot of money, so I understand the $60. And with The Witness, how much of his own money, after just go with me here, he'd be taking a loss if he sold that at 20. Just at pure market value. And then game's 80 hours at from what we're hearing. So I could be wrong, but
I don't know. I don't know about this game. I'm just saying $40 to me sounds too high. I don't know about this game.
But why does it sound too high?
Because a game that we all thought was going to be a lot smaller than it was and could still be.
Okay.
Just because it has 800 puzzles in it doesn't necessarily mean those puzzles are worth your time. They might be very simple, easy puzzles.
I don't know, but all I know is from the videos that they've been putting out, they've been like, hey, here are the puzzles. Look at them, try and solve them on your own, and see who wins, right? And I just think, even if they're ridiculously easy, if that exploration, because let's be honest, this game is not about the puzzles, all right?
Then what the fuck is it about?
It's about exploring this little island, finding out why you're there, what this island is, and how to get off of it. So it's very much that. I think people are like obsessing about, oh, these puzzles should be this way, this puzzle should be that way. I'm like, okay, but that's how they made the game.
Sure, and I just want to say this. Here's a quote from Jonathan Blow himself.
Okay.
Originally, I had meant to design an 8-hour game, but The Witness is much more like 25 to 40 hours, depending on how much you play of it, and some of the game is optional.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
What do you mean? That's
some of the game is optional.
Right, which means some of the game is optional, which means it might be a 20-hour game.
But what does that look like? What does that look like, alright?
Exactly, that's my point. What does that look like? We don't know yet.
But still 25 hours. I don't...
When a developer tells me 25 hours, I think it's more like 15.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a low range.
I'm not saying this game is not worth $40. I'm saying to initially think it's going to be a smaller game, which he just described here, and then all of a sudden, not hearing anything about the game, and then all of a sudden, bam, here's a bunch of information, it's $40. It's jarring. That's all I'm saying.
Alright.
That's all I'm saying to you. We don't know yet. The game is not out yet. We certainly haven't played it, and there have not been very many people talking about it who have played it.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it on, like, Rebel FM, and they say it's good.
I don't know who that is, so I can't say.
It's a podcast.
Okay, well.
Rebel FM, like, go listen to any video game podcast this week.
I have. I've been listening to a lot of video game
podcasts. Podcast Beyond. Marty talks about it for, like, 30 minutes. He's like, I'm not supposed to talk about this, but my God, The Witness is a great game. And he doesn't even once, they never even once mention, oh yeah, it's $40.
Well, I think in most cases, those people don't necessarily say that because...
Well, they still have to report on it, right?
I don't disagree, but what I'm saying to you is I don't trust people like IGN or GameSpot or anyone to tell me, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? When I hear someone say, oh yeah, this 2-hour experience is absolutely worth $20, okay, you didn't pay $20 for this experience, sir. You're okay with it being $20, but you didn't go out of your way to pay $20 for this.
Right.
You got this game for free. You're probably friends with this person. You have an in with these people. Of course you're going to say it's worth $20. I want to know from the people who don't have ins with anybody telling me this game is worth $20 and not being influenced by the big people like IGN or GameSpot or whatever, or kind of funny if you want to go that route, that's saying, oh yeah, this 1 hour experience is totally worth $50. No, it's worth $50 to you because you got it for free.
Right.
And I think you've been in that headspace so long, and in that part of the country for so long, that you marinate with the same people for so long, that it doesn't resonate to the people who have to spend their $20 on a 2-hour experience. Some people, I don't disagree that they can feel living in Kansas or, Michigan or Florida that say, yeah, I totally worth $20 for my 2-hour experience. I go to a movie and I get that. Fine. What I'm saying to you is the overall, to tell me that a $20 2-hour at the most, more like 1 hour experience to just walk around and see something is worth that to you. To somebody who, again, has an inherent bias for something like that.
All right.
I'm just saying...
So how about this? How about this? I buy it this week.
Okay. I don't think you should, but okay.
I buy it this week. I'll use one of my gift cards, so I don't actually spend my money.
Well, that technically is your money.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not tied to my bank account.
Sure.
I buy it. Can you buy this physically? No, you can't.
I don't think you can.
I think you can buy it later at the end of the year because I know
possibly. I'm sure.
I know Amazon had the witness, so I will buy this. I will play it, and I will report back next week and say if it's worth $40.
Okay, but don't just go out and buy it just to settle an argument. Don't waste your money.
Well, I mean, I'm already I've already set this as my January game of the decade.
January game of the decade?
Yeah.
Please tell me that's a joke.
It's a joke.
Okay.
I was just kind of rolling with it.
Right.
So what? Really quick.
Yeah, I don't think this is coming on physical because I'm looking it up. I don't see it anywhere.
Really quick after we finish this, before we get into social networks, we'll talk about our January games. And then we have the WWE 2K16 Future Stars pack on PS4, PS3, God damn it.
God.
PS4, PS3, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox 360 character pack. I don't know how much it is.
I think it's $8, and
okay,
if you
so
have the season pass, I think obviously it's
a little expensive, but all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
but it's WWE, so.
Actually, I think these character packs aren't necessarily too expensive.
Like $2.
Let me double check because
while he's doing that.
Yeah, go.
We've got this AIPD. I was looking at PlayStation Lifestyle, so I don't know what the fuck this game is. PS4, PC, Xbox One digital title. We have also got Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo for PS4, PC, Xbox One digital and retail title. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel for that PS3 and PS Vita digital and retail title. We've got This War of Mine, the little ones on PS4 and Xbox One as a digital title. We've got that Civilization Revolution 2 Plus on the PlayStation Vita digital title storefront. We've also got Final Fantasy Explorers as a Nintendo 3DS digital and retail title. And are you on Steam and you want to play Rise of the Tomb Raider? Well, now you can, because Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming on to Steam this week, and you're going to play Bombshell on PC.
Can you take a breath at some point so you don't kill yourself live on camera for me?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Future Stars while you're breathing.
Okay.
It's got 5 people. Samoa Joe, Diego, Fernando, Blake, and Murphy. Now.
Okay.
2 of those people I can see as future stars. Blake and Murphy, of course.
Okay.
Samoa Joe is already a star. He's been a star for a decade. But I can see where you can throw him in there because he's in NXT. Now you also have Diego and Fernando. I would not call those future stars in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't even call those stars, but you have to say something. I don't even know why they're here. But okay, fine. You're getting 5 for the price of $8. Or if you have the season pass, like I said, season pass is $25. You get that included already. So I don't think that's too much of a price because you're getting 5 guys for $8.
Okay. All right.
That's less than $1. I mean, it's a little bit.
I'd buy that for $1.
There you go. Smash TV.
I mean, that wasn't Smash TV. That was RoboCop. But
I understand that, but in Smash TV they did.
Okay, so to our video game audience who hasn't watched a fucking movie before,
I don't like RoboCop, but I'm a big fan of Smash TV.
I like that new one, RoboCop 2014.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It's pretty good. A lot of people are shitting on it. But I wanted to insert a new segment that we'll do every month.
Okay.
I kind of sprung this on you.
Clearly, because it's the first time I'm hearing of it.
Sorry about that. So,
well, it is what it
this is going to be our January game of the month. So this is since we've got extra time. We've only been recording for an hour.
An hour and 40.
Yeah, so this is going to be clearly our shortest podcast
of the year.
Hopefully.
I don't see how it couldn't be, because I don't think we're going to go on for another 2 hours.
Yeah, well, we've had ones that went for like 2 hours and 10, I think.
Yeah, but not for this year.
Oh, okay, I see what you're going.
Aha.
So, out of all the games we've played this month, what is our personal games of the month? And I'll post this over on the vertical site.
Does this have to be a game that came out this month?
It has to be a game that came out this month.
Okay, well, I've only played two games that came out this month.
Okay, so let's debate them.
All right. So what is yours? You can start.
Mine is That Dragon Cancer.
Okay.
Because I think that's just really one of those games that comes along every once in a while and just fucking rips your heart out and just says, look at this fucking heart. Just look at it and try not to cry. Because that's,
I don't know if I would cry playing that game, to be honest.
Because I'll be honest with you, I haven't cried in a game since Life is Strange, so that's a bad example. But prior to Life is Strange, I hadn't cried till The Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale Games. So, like, very few games make me cry. That game made me fucking bawl.
Oh, I was a blubbering mess at Walking Dead.
And That Dragon Cancer. Like, I cried more than I've ever cried when I played that game. Like, blubbering, kicking, and screaming mess. Like, I won't get into spoilers because it's really a good game. Like, that's my thing about spoilers. I won't get into spoilers if I think it's good enough to be not spoiled for people.
Oh, you can't make that distinction, man.
Okay, well, fair enough. You can make that distinction for me. So what's your one or two?
Well, I mean, I've only played 2 games that came out this month, which would be Resident Evil 0 and Gemini. And they are 2 completely different games. One is a brand new game that came out this year. One is a remaster of a game that came out in 2002.
Okay, well, I mean, that still qualifies.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, just overall, because of my own sensibilities, I think Resident Evil is the better game, period, because I'm a big fan of those old-style Resident Evil games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and, Gemini is what it is. And go read my review to see more.
Hey.
I think Resident Evil would be the pick, if I have to pick the game that came out this month. But again, I mean, January is not over yet. So, maybe Telltale, TT Games decides to say, hey, here's a copy of Lego Avengers on PS4. Since you're such a huge fan and you've bigged us up for many years, I doubt that's going to happen. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, Lego Marvel Avengers has already gone out to press.
Right, and I know I was being facetious, and I know they're not going to give me a game.
Yeah.
They don't even know I exist. My point is that probably would have been the game, but I don't know, because I'm not going to play it.
It wouldn't have been that Witness, would it?
It certainly wouldn't have been the Witness, because I'm not playing that game.
Oh, Amplitude came out this year.
Didn't it come out in December?
No. Oh, well, we got it in December, so I guess, yeah.
So technically...
I mean, like, it didn't come out...
The general public, I guess, it came out this year.
So... You can find us at VertSliceTweets on Twitter. Me at Austin Belder.
What a segment.
Yeah, what a segment.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, in February we'll prepare you.
Okay.
This is something I've always wanted to do, but I was like, you know what? I don't know when to do it, so I just fucking ran with it.
I think we should also, if we don't play any games that come out that month...
Yeah, if we don't play any games, skip it.
Well, I don't think we should skip it. I think we should just say, here's a game that I think is worth everyone's... Even though we already do that anyway. But,
yes, we can put that in our support games.
Yeah.
You can find Chris at Heezy on Twitter. You can find us on, what is this? Facebook at facebook.com/verticalslice. You can email us at podcast@theverticalslice.com. You can find me at Instagram at Austin Belzer, on Steam and Xbox Live as Bladed Tech. You can find me on the PSN as Bladed Tech PS. Shoo, let us change our names. And you can find me at the Bladed Tech Show on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, YouTube as The Vertical Slice, Twitch at Vertical Slice Live. You can find Heezy at Heezy for Steam.
Twitch and Steam, Twitch, YouTube.
And then for PSN, he is Heezy USA _USA. And then Zombie Heezy on that there Xbox One and Xbox 360. And we don't have anyone worth checking out this week.
I think you should check out Game Informer.
The Doom article?
No, well, just Game Informer in general, their YouTube, their website, what you want to do, just check out Game Informer. I think they've been doing a lot of good work that I don't think they get enough credit for.
Yeah,
especially if you like to watch videos, they do.
They've definitely gained my trust back.
Oh, I've always been trusted in Game
Informer.
Well,
I'll be fully plain and honest here and say that when they got acquired by GameStop, I was like,
That was so long ago that shouldn't even matter. As someone who worked at GameStop for many years, it didn't. Trust me, they were not as ingrained into GameStop as people would like to believe. The only really thing with GameStop was you could buy their magazine there. That's where it really ended there.
Yeah, because when they started making fun of them, I was like, all right, cool.
I mean, yeah. For people who don't know, I don't know how you don't, but
yeah,
GameStop and Game Informer have been in bed for, it seems like, 100 years. It's not news. It's also not as deeply ingrained as you think. Believe me, especially, again, as someone who worked there for 6 years and was in many forms of management there. Trust me, Game Informer and GameStop, their relationship technically ended once you bought that subscription card and got their magazine. Trust me. There was no unnecessary jerking each other off. Yeah, believe me. And you can either trust me or not. I don't care one way or the other, because it does not change the fact that Game Informer does not favor GameStop in any way other than thank you for selling our magazine.
Yeah. But man, oh man, what a podcast. We yell at each other. We lost our minds. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode, to be honest.
I don't either. I don't know how you decide to come up with these names. It's all done by you. I get no input.
I mean, you could... What do you think should be the episode name?
I don't know. I think we could
there's our episode podcast.
Off the air.
But anyways, thank you for listening to The Vertical Slice this week. We hope you'll come back. And thank you, Tom Hawkins, for that lovely logo. We love you. And your logo design things. And be sure to subscribe to us on SoundCloud, or follow us on SoundCloud, or subscribe on all your podcast services, including Pocket Cast, iTunes, whatever.
Yeah.
Stitcher, I think we're on there. Something.
Probably. Who knows? I don't know. That's your side.
Yeah.
You're the technical.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times.
Oh, Lord, help me.
And rate and stuff on iTunes. I won't read it if I'm going to be honest, but somebody will, and that will boost us up.
I will read it.
That will raise you up. And we'll see you next week. Bye bye now.
Bye everyone.